Right now, somewhere on your phone, there's probably a dating app waiting for you. A few photos, a short bio, a swipe left, a swipe right. In less than a second, you can reject someone your ancestors might have spent months trying to get to know. But for 99.9% of human history, choosing a partner wasn't something you did while sitting on a couch. It was one of the most important survival decisions you would ever make. Because choosing the wrong person didn't just mean heartbreak. It could mean starvation. It could mean abandonment. It could mean death. Imagine waking up 30,000 years ago. There are no cities, no roads, no police, no hospitals, no grocery stores, just a small group of perhaps 30 people moving through a dangerous landscape. Every day is uncertain. Every meal is uncertain. And in that world, the person you choose isn't just your romantic partner. They're your hunting partner, your childcare partner, your bodyguard, your emergency food sharing partner, your survival partner. Modern people often imagine ancient romance as primitive and chaotic, but anthropology suggests something much more surprising. Humans evolved to be incredibly selective. In fact, compared to many animals, we're unusually picky. And there's a reason. Human children are extraordinarily expensive. A baby deer can walk within hours. A human baby can't even hold up its own head. For thousands of generations, raising a child required years of protection, food, and cooperation. That pressure shaped what humans found attractive, and some of those ancient preferences are still running inside your brain right now. Take facial symmetry. Across cultures, people consistently rate symmetrical faces as more attractive. Most people assume this is just a modern beauty standard. It isn't. Your brain may be using symmetry as an ancient health. Detector.asymmetrical. Body often signals successful development despite disease, parasites, injuries, and environmental stress. Without realizing it, your ancestors may have been searching for clues that someone possessed strong genes. Your brain still carries that adaptation, but appearance was only part of the story. Imagine standing around a fire as the sun disappears behind the horizon. You aren't evaluating someone's social media profile. You're watching how they behave. Do they share food? Do they help injured group members? Do they panic under pressure? Do they abandon others when resources become scarce? These questions mattered enormously. Among many hunter-gatherer societies studied by anthropologists, generosity consistently increases social status. People notice who shares. People remember who helps. And those reputations influence mating opportunities. In other words, one of humanity's oldest dating strategies may have been simply being useful. Even today, people are attracted to competence. The reason you admire capable individuals may begin here. But things get even stranger. One of the biggest clues humans used wasn't visual at all, it was smell. Your sense of smell is weaker than that of many animals, but it still influences attraction in ways most people never notice. In famous experiments, women often preferred the scent of men whose immune system genes differed from their own. Why? Because genetic diversity can help produce healthier offspring. Your conscious mind isn't calculating DNA compatibility, but ancient evolutionary pressures may still be influencing your preferences from deep below awareness. And then there was the problem of trust. Picture yourself as a young woman in prehistoric. Europe winter is approaching. Food is becoming scarce. A child might require years of support. How do you know which man will stay? You can't check his income. You can't read his resume. You can't search his history online. You watch for months, maybe years. You observe how he treats others, whether he contributes to the group, whether he follows through on promises, whether he returns after long hunting trips. In a dangerous world, reliability could be more attractive than beauty, and maybe that's why trust remains one of the strongest predictors of long-term relationship success today. That ancient calculation never disappeared. Your brain still performs versions of it every day. Now imagine the opposite. Perspective. You're a young man in a small Ice Age band. Storm has destroyed part of the camp. Resources are tight. Everyone is exhausted. Who do you choose? Contrary to popular stereotypes, ancient humans weren't simply chasing physical appearance. Anthropologists studying traditional societies repeatedly find that qualities like kindness, work ethic, intelligence, social connections, and resourcefulness matter enormously. In survival environments, beauty alone couldn't keep you alive. A capable partner could, and that creates an uncomfortable realization. Many traits modern people seek in relationships may not be romantic inventions at all. They may be ancient survival algorithms, thousands of generations old, but perhaps the most surprising fact is that humans seem to have evolved for a rare balance. Unlike many mammals, human fathers often invest heavily in offspring. Unlike many birds, humans also display flexibility in relationship structures across cultures. We're neither fully one thing nor another. Instead, we're a species shaped by cooperation. Our mating psychology became incredibly complex because our survival became incredibly complex. That's why modern relationships often feel confusing. Part of your brain is living in an apartment. Another part is still sitting beside a fire. Part of your brain understands dating apps. Another part evolved in groups where everybody knew each other for their entire lives. Your ancient instincts were designed for villages, not endless digital catalogs of strangers, and that mismatch creates fascinating consequences. Studies suggest that humans can become overwhelmed by too many choices. Sound familiar? Your ancestors rarely had thousands of potential partners available at once. You do, every day. The modern world has changed faster than evolution can keep up, and yet, beneath the technology, the old machinery remains. The attraction, the jealousy, the trust, the fear of rejection, the desire for connection, the need to belong, all of it has deep roots. Tonight, if you scroll through photos on your phone or sit across from someone on a date, it might feel like an entirely modern experience, but hidden beneath the conversation is a story hundreds of thousands of years old. Story of campfires and migrations, of harsh winters and uncertain hunts, of people searching not just for love, but for survival. The apps are new. The cities are new. The technology is new. But the brain making those decisions was built in a world where choosing the right partner could determine whether your family lived to see another season. And somewhere inside you, that ancient human is still making the choice.